Welcome back, everyone. I've got Joseph in the kitchen because he found a recipe that he really wants to make. He loves Mexican food, so I'm going to let him tell you what it is.
Oh yeah, we're making those stacked enchiladas. They're a fun way to make enchiladas if you don't want to roll them up.
Easy for someone like him.
Oh, you know it.
These young people these days, you got to find easy recipes for them, right? But he found this one. We're going to start off by Joseph is going to brown up 1 pound of ground beef. Now I'm going to be adding an onion, which wasn't in his recipe, but it adds a lot of flavor. So he's going to cook it over a medium-high heat and use our ever-famous meat masher to break it up. I'm just taking the onion. It's a small, medium onion, not very big. I just cut off both ends and I've peeled off the outer layer. Just cut your onion in half. Follow the lines. I think that's what I always say, huh? Yeah, Joseph just ran across this recipe and we're going to kind of make it our way. It adds a little more flavor than what his recipe had on it, but that's what's great about recipes.
You can always add to them or take away.
Exactly. Okay, now I'm just cutting through the slices of the onion just to make our chops. Or chops.
Chops. It's a funny word. Chops.
Yep. And then while he's browning that up, I'm just going to go ahead and add the onion so that it softens down. Because once that ground beef is done, I mean, it's done. We're not cooking it any longer. So we want to make sure the onions get cooked in with the ground beef. There you go, Joseph. How about it?
I will have at it.
Always use the back edge of your knife to scrape up stuff so you don't dull the blade. There we go. All right, once your ground beef is browned up and your onions are nice and softened the way you want them, we're going to push off the meat to the side and turn off the burner. And we're going to drain the grease out of the pan. Any excess, I just use the paper towel trick and then just push it into the meat. That's good. And then we'll take that out. We're going to be adding in some taco seasoning. Now you can add in 1 pack of taco seasoning from your store, your favorite brand. Now I make my own homemade taco seasoning and I have it in my jar right here. So we'll go in with 3 tablespoons. Now this recipe for the taco seasoning can be found on my recipe blog, catherinesplates.com. What's great about it is you can adjust any flavors that you want in the seasoning blend here. And it makes a lot. I mean, it'll keep and give you a lot of meals. All right, we're going to turn that back on. We're going to mix that together and we're going to add in 1/4 cup of water just to kind of get that seasoning blended in. There we go. And then we'll let this simmer for about 2 to 3 minutes. Get that seasoning mixed in really well. Flavor that ground beef and the onion. Okay, we're going to turn off the burner.
All right, guys, here are our corn tortillas. We're going to start stacking them.
All right. Now, we're using the street size ones. What a fun way to eat them, right? But you can certainly use the regular size ones if you want. They're going to be bigger, but that's okay. All right, so we're going to start off in a pie plate. We're going to add 1 can of 15 ounces enchilada sauce. Now we use the mild because my husband can add the heat to it later on top of them. All right, Joseph's going to be spraying a 9x13 baking dish with some nonstick cooking spray. Now, depending on how many of these you want to make, get on the signs, is how many dishes you're going to be using. We're going to be using 2 9x13s and plop them in the oven for just a few minutes anyways. All right, we're going to take 2 forks. We're going to take one of our corn tortillas because, you know, they're very fragile and you want to be careful. We're going to lay it in the sauce and then we're going to flip it over, cover the other side, and then we're going to start making the stack. All right, so plop it in to cover. We're gonna flip it over, just like that. And place it right in your baking dish, right up to the edge there, so we can get plenty of them in here. Now, once we do that, we're gonna add some ground beef. Joseph's got the spoon. You're gonna place it right on top of the sauced enchilada corn tortilla. About 2 tablespoons. That's good right there. And then spread it out. We're going to take some sharp cheddar cheese and sprinkle a little bit on top of the meat. 1 tablespoon. I'll have Joseph do that. There you go. Now, we're going to take another corn tortilla, place it into the sauce, flip it over, and then we're going to place that one right on top of the cheese. There we go.
And there's the stack.
Now, if you don't do the cooked onion in your meat, then you can take raw onion and sprinkle that on top, kind of like an enchilada. All right, we're going to do that again, the meat and the cheese. And then we're going to stack again. Just like that. Some meat and cheese. That's good right there. And then we'll add some cheese. We're going to keep it light on the top there. And put enough cheese on there, because that's our top layer. Now this is 3 layers, so if you want to go 4 layers, you can. You can keep stacking, but we're going to keep it at 3 here. All right, we're going to start making the rest. All right, I'm going to put Joseph to work doing the rest of them while I sit down and have a nice cup of whatever.
Yeah. All right, that's fine. This is Joseph's plates now. Come
All right, here you go. Here you go.
Oh, joy.
I'll be back.
Yup.
Okay, Joseph got these 4 going. I guess I'm going to help him do the other 4. Okay, there's the other 4. Now we created one that's just all cheese because we kind of ran out of a meat mixture.
Yeah.
Joseph put a lot on the first batch.
Yeah. Trying to fill people up.
The directions say preheat your oven at 350 degrees. Place these in there for about 20 minutes. And then you want to rest these for about 5 minutes, and then you can pull them out, top them with your favorite toppings. Come back, see how we did them. Don't forget, give us a thumbs up, the like button, and make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel, and hit that bell notification.
Oh yeah.
All right, our oven is preheated.
Perfect
Here we go.
timing.
All right, what do y'all think of Joseph's stacked, layered enchiladas with ground beef? Look at that, delicious. We topped it with a little bit of sour cream and some pico. That's not my hand. That wasn't Joseph's hand either. Y'all know whose it was. All right, Joseph, let's cut into one. I'm gonna give it a bite. I'm gonna take some of that sour cream right there and put with it. All right.
That's pretty good.
Wow. You don't have to roll corn tortillas for this. It's very soft. It just kind of melds all together. That is delicious.
Very good.
All right. Thank you, Joseph, for that recipe.
Of course.
All right. We kind of made it our own, but you can do that with any recipe. Okay. Yep. What are we doing?
All right. We're liking the video, giving us a nice big thumbs up.
Make sure you click that like button. Make sure you comment down below what you think. And if you're new to the channel, hit that
bell notification and the subscriber button.
That's right. That way you'll always know when shows like this one here are posted. We'll see y'all on the next episode.